very big range of Alistar performance. Recently, he's been trending towards very great. So
if you started watching him in 2024, you'd think he's a pretty amazing Alistar player.
And it is actually going to be
And there's the Ziggs. Okay.
Yeah, as you were saying, so even with the Ivern, traditionally we see this with double AD carry. Not going to be the case. Going to be the Ziggs here instead. You have a insane amount of AD with the Gangplank anyway, so...
They've got the Ziggs for the magic damage, they've got the barrels coming out of the brushes that Canyon's going to be throwing down, and that is Tristana in the mid lane. This is a very, very scary game for D plus Kia. Let's see whether they can get it done. So we hop into the Rift.
Looking at these drafts, I again want to reiterate, to me this stands or falls for DK, but whether they can find a lot of mid to early game advantages through Showmaker roaming specifically. If you go back to the games between these two teams, there's a very consistent pattern of Showmaking just dropping waves, naturally falling behind Chovy, but kind of making up for it by having a really big impact inside. And I think that's what we're going to be looking here towards as well. Since them aside, but there was a time where they were one of the weak points. Ooh, Kellen.
Yeah, in a bit of trouble here. The Ignite already down. Kellen's going to have to walk it off in his pajamas. As Canyon making his way over, let's see whether Showmaker is going to fall to his ex-teammate. There's the rocket jump to come in. Seismic Shove is gorgeous, though.
It doesn't end up working out, but...
Canyon is a bit of a, I'm going to let my in-game do the talking rather than doing any of the talking. But this isn't talking. This is a whole lot of action here as Lahen's going to get headbutted back. That was a gorgeous Seismic Shove. And the bouncing bomb avoided by the cow. Kellen, good use of the walk strategy.
Ensuring that Kellen almost goes down as Canyon says hello again.
Yep, another shove is going to come on through there, but Canyon going to be able to close that gap. No rocks on the ground.
That's a big win. Showmaker just used his TP. Yeah, now, that's a really good punish there from Chovy. Canyon's on his way, though.
Yeah, it was Satchel charged out of the pasture, and now he's looking for a pirate as the barrels come in. There's the headbutt back. Pulverize is good, and Keen, this is going to be a tough one. Not able to quite find it is Canyon. There's the flash out. Kingen still wants it, but he won't quite get there. The brushes are set up, and in fact, he just creates a forest up here. Still gets the flash. Although Canyon is now just going to head down towards the bottom side, collect his level 6 so that Daisy can help him out. Thank you very much, Pays, for that one. And now Lucid looking for a dive. Cannon Barrage comes in from Keen. Just on the wave here for the moment. Lucid's going to have to flash to get himself out of the way. Orange is going to be eaten to get him out of prison. And now Lucid gets over the wall, but it's not going to keep him alive. And first blood goes to Lahen's. And in the meantime, Gen.G are taking the dragon.
Eventually, he's going to get to the point where it's really hard to keep him down. Take another look. Yep. Being cleared relatively quickly, and then, yeah. I think they knew the moment that they weren't able to get on top of Keen fast enough. And the moment Lahen show up, you know it's done. Very
happy to be alone in a side lane. I think it's actually the perfect sort of moment for Lahen's to really readopt this playstyle that he did popularize. But he has been all over the place. Now, Keen's in a lot of trouble, but there's the Cannon Barrage. Yeah, Lahen's just going to cancel the back, and the flash now has to be used from Kingen. Teleport invested by Chovy as well, though. So flash for teleport, and now Showmaker with a lot of space in mid. Yeah. Just to try to deny Gen.G from getting any at all, right? So it's only one grub sort of available because he got there so late. And then the Demolition comp doesn't have access to it. As Canyon gonna flash the wrong direction, isn't actually hit by the Glacial Prism, but the wall is put up in front of him. Still, he's got shields for days, and Showmaker will be taken down. I don't know how it worked, but it worked. And Gen.G will grab their second kill of the game, and this may not be all they're going to get as well. Pulverize comes in, Blast Cone is taken, and the cow is left by the wayside. Pays is going to pick up that kill. And Gen.G, it's a wash here as far as the kills are concerned.
Oh, it's going to be an issue that's easy for DK to fix, because again, I think that they want to look for a numbers advantage with the Taliyah, try and isolate a target, blow them up, and then you can create space for aiming.
Seismic Shove almost connecting there is now Chovy gonna get interrupted! Not able to buffer over that wall, and there goes, even through the redemption, the Tristana. And now Lucid wants even more. Daisy not able to find Bristle and Sejuani, and the Seismic Shove is flashed, but already the threaded volley is following Canyon. Still keeps himself up, does have those shields, and D+ finally on the board.
Hey, Alistar, we see it there. The problem is, I don't think they're actually gonna be, this is what we talked about earlier, again.
The siege defense is pretty silly as Canyon's going to come down, teleport coming in as well, but there's the Seismic Shove. Arctic Assault going to connect, headbutt Pulve as Kellen gets the welcome, but Showmaker is in so much trouble. Chovy going to be able to finish him off, and now the damage is gone, and Lahen's obviously is here. Chovy going to answer back immediately, but Kingen, he's teleported in. Lahen's not a whole lot of direction to go, and he is going to be taken down as well. So in the end, a pretty even trade between the two. Chovy's revenge, important.
Being taken
This is sole point.
You're looking for the team fight here as DK.
Yeah. Kingen going to jump into the brush here. Doesn't have a lot of Naba, but still they're looking for their opportunity, and this is that control that we were talking about. In the meantime, Keen and Showmaker are just doing battle. Seismic Shove gets the Pirate over the wall, and he gets the solo kill. Can they find the team fight, though, elsewhere? And the answer looks like absolutely not, as Kellen going to be taken down, turned into a stake as Kingen, he gets to Meganar, but it's way too late. It's all over.
That's the problem with these Meganar compositions, and there I think you're seeing the problem for DK. If you don't find an early mid-game lead, you just don't have the damage. Make something happen, that could be an angle, but we're starting to see Gen.G slowly come out as
yeah, the smite comes in. Aiming has already skated towards this top side, and he's going to get through this wall as well. So getting the catch onto Keen, absolutely massive here. And D+, they're not going to allow the Lahen's effect where the support steals the kill, because every kill goes to aiming if possible to get another one. So it's pretty nutty. Okay, there's the Glacial Prison. That's going to get soaked by Lahen's, but he's still going to have to flash that wall to get out. Cannon Barrage comes in, and look at this. Kellen taking so much damage, has to flash to get out of the Solar Flare. And Gen.G, in the end, I think it's relatively even as far as the exchange is concerned, as now Chovy flashes the headbutt, Pulverize. The Mega Inferno Bomb comes down. That's going to finish off the cow. Daisy falls in amongst it all as the Buster Shot gets Showmaker out of there. Lucid in so much trouble. He's going to get thrown around like a ragdoll, but now Kingen gets the crush. Okay, finally Lahen's is going to go down. And D+, they get some control back, but they're still going to lose the trade.
That's the problem. Like, DK keep getting scraps, but Gen.G are the one eating well.
These two Yordles, the Demolition Yordles, pretty good, even at taking down a Baron, is now Showmaker wanting to get some scraps. Traps them in the wall, actually, as Keen is going to get knocked over. But this is just Operation Escape from Gen.G, and they might just take themselves a prehistoric Yordle with them on their way out. Keen going to be the sacrificial pirate, and he's going to say,
only sitting on 2.5.
Hextech Minefield is actually going to go down. And Gen.G just holding onto the dragon here, but look at this poke. It is just nuts, and there's the Cannon Barrage. That's going to buy them some space and some time on this Drake. As Chovy gets over, he's put into prison immediately. Kingen wants to be able to find it, and there's the shove from over the wall, but this time the rocket jump gets down, and now the aiming on the flank angle? I'm not sure about that one. Chovy's going to get a reset and blow him up. And D+ are just falling one after the other. And that is going to be a clean ace outside of Pays getting taken down somewhere in the interim. And that is what we're seeing right now. Even though there was some heroics, there were more on the side of Gen.G. As Lahen's, he's flashing for it. You know that he's going to look for it, and he does so. Showmaker going to have to answer in kind. That is going to be in a turret falling down.
He flipped for Elder, aiming at 4 items. He one-taps everyone.
Okay, well, we've got supportal combat here, but Canyon is going to make that one an unfair fight. Kingen's already down to 50%, but the Naba is in a decent position. This could be a fight that they're looking for, but Kellen taking so much damage. He's going to take Lahen's with him. The Mega Inferno Bomb comes down. The circles, ladies and gentlemen, as Solar Flare and the Satchel Charger, too good. Pays is going to lock him down. Chovy flashes out of the Seismic Shove, gets himself the trigger seed. He's not dying. Canyon's going to help out his mid laner. And D+, I mean, it almost got close to being pseudo-okay, but it absolutely was not in the end. And Gen.G, I don't think they need this Baron. They're just going to win the game.
No Baron needed. No illustrious Elder flip. Just good old-fashioned team fighting. Gen.G, see how far ahead they are. They realize the angles, and Gen.G will still not drop a single game in the LCK Atlas. DK gonna have to go back to drawing board for game number 2.
Yeah, and you can see the damage graph is just, it's a bigger version on Gen.G's side.